Good morning, everybody. It is January 19th, and I am here in New Jersey. Just got done working out at the Planet Fitness. It's in like a basement or something over here, and nice place, actually, super clean. And this is day 2. It's officially a streak of holding myself accountable and sharing some things that I've learned or that I've picked up on, and also some music to kind of help get the day started. So I got my 2 songs picked out, which I will listen to this morning while I was running, and I will definitely put those in the comments section. But I was also listening to one of the podcasts that I like to listen to, and he talked about some stuff that follows up directly from yesterday. And again, I listen to these podcasts completely at random, so everything happens for a reason. He talked about energy and positivity, but he talked about it in a way as he was kind of relaying it to Pearson's Law. And Pearson's Law basically says anything you track and report back on gets better. Now, most of the people who are following this are, small business owners or car dealers or general managers or salespeople. And we all have, key performance indicators at work, or KPIs or benchmarks. And we're all probably really good at tracking our business, year over year, month over month. I mean, during COVID, in the shutdown, everybody was, this is where I was at, last time, and I'm down 20% and I'm down 30%. And, these are the things that we do every day at work to make sure we hit our goals. And it kind of, I chuckled a little because, we do these things all the time at work. We just don't do it for ourselves, right? And that's, my whole point for doing this is I have to hold myself accountable. I have to find ways to be positive every day. I have to control that voice in my head and make sure that I'm always finding a good reason to, get motivated, and to, not turn the news on, and to listen to a podcast instead of music. And so I related that to a couple of things, and I think about all the stuff that I do during the day that's kind of like a waste of time. These little 5 minute mental health breaks where we go on Facebook, or you go on, TikTok, which I've deleted, by the way, and, other, apps, and we just sit there and we just dig a scroll hole, and you're just going down and down and down and down. And, it's either really fake positive stuff that irritates you, or, there's just a lot of negativity there. And it's like, man, why do I fill my time with that? And then I relayed that. I took it one step further, and I said, I've got 5 kids. Some of them are young. And I think about how I try to censor them, and the things that I don't want them to be around, and the friends that I don't want them to hang out with, and the negative people. I'm always warning them about this and warning them about that. And then I go around and I do the exact same stuff to myself. So, I'm really trying to, just remove all that stuff, just cut it out. I mean, I use Facebook a lot for business, Instagram a little bit, LinkedIn, but like, stop going there just to go there. I love music, all kinds of music, but if it's not going to get me jacked up, and if it's not going to be something that's positive, then I'd rather just listen to a podcast and fill my downtime with things that are going to keep me, on my goal, and remove those. You got to purge your Facebook, purge your Instagram, get rid of all that stuff that makes you, chase a fake dream or something like that. And the reason I think that's important is because, motivation wears off. It does not last. You have to do it every day. It's like bathing, right? You don't bathe for a couple of days, you stink. Well, if you don't find a way to motivate yourself, and if you don't give yourself reasons to be positive, and if you're not holding yourself accountable, and if you're not sharing that accountability with somebody else, so that they can say, hey, weren't you supposed to work out today? Or, hey, you said you were going to have that done before the end of the week. Or, hey, my personal goal is I want 30 new clients this year. So my boss is like, okay, well, what does that look like, Brett? How are you going to do it? How are you going to get there? 30 is a great number, but what's that look like every week? What does that look like every month? How many calls is that? How many this is that? And then, he gives me 15 minutes every single morning, and I know that call's coming, and I better have a good answer. Not because he's micromanaging me, and not because I'm micromanaging myself, but because you just got to keep moving forward, and you got to pay attention to it. Anything you pay attention to gets better. My dad used to say that all the time. And even if in the beginning those numbers aren't good, and even if you have a bad week or a bad day, something else that my dad used to say all the time is never get intimidated by the facts, right? Just ignore them. Man, we're way off for the year, or, how are we going to happen? And that type of talk is just, it's just not positive. It's not helpful to you or to anybody around you. And, as a business owner or a leader or a manager, if you think it's impossible, well, what's the message you're sending to everybody that you need to help you get there? So I guess my message for today is, work on staying positive. Fill your downtime with things that are actually going to help you rather than things that are just filling time. Remove that negativity, purge your Facebook and your Instagram, surround yourself with people who are going to make you better, and, practice Pearson's Law. Figure out what your goals are, figure out what it is you're trying to accomplish, and share it with someone. And then don't get mad at them when they call you out on it. So pick that person wisely. Make sure it's somebody who's got your back, who's on the same page as you. Make sure it's someone who has even the ability to provide constructive criticism. Because not everybody can do it. Some people are like, oh, well, it's okay. You'll get them next month. That's not positive. I don't need that person in my life. I need someone who's going to be like, hey, you kind of sucked. And you probably should try a little bit harder. Or whatever you're doing, it's not working. So let's come up with something different. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. And I had a great day yesterday. I met some new people. I met some people who I've been working with. Had some great conversations. And, I just feel those relationships building, and, me getting, feeling better about what it is that I do every day. And so that's what you got to do. Listen to the music, get yourself jacked up today, write those goals down, share them with someone, and then just track them constantly. And, try and find a reason to be positive every day. And, if, this is helping, great. Give me a song that you want to hear. Pick a topic that you want to talk about. Some people in one of the groups that I posted this yesterday, they were like, man, this is my problem. And a whole bunch of people had comments, and they were good. And they were like trying to solve this lady's problem with her business together. There was like 5 people that were like, hey, have you tried this? Have you tried that? And that's worth a 10-minute post, and me feeling ridiculous talking to myself in a car in a parking lot. So this is helping me. I hope it helps you. And until tomorrow, day 3, have a good one. Bye.